Into the 50s, it's typical of this car. Red rims, white wall tires, and hot rod primer. Hot rod primer can't be purchased anymore. The guys are using DP90 kits, which is basically the same thing, but it's a lot tougher. The car has got a lot of potential and a lot of possibilities, but you know, it's a solid old car. I'm not sure how much I'd want to do to it.
I wouldn't either.
Next ride now, Dart GT. Now this guy drove this car in here. He's out of Pawpaw, and he drove this car in here. Now it's got a big block, or what we call an RB engine underneath the hood. There's the A engine, the B engine, and the RB. This particular RB engine started life at 440, I believe. And I'm sure it's been expanded since then. Now this is set up to go fast. It goes fast in a hurry. It's got a cage in it, and the frame has been tied together. It's originally a unibody car. And what they do is they put frame ties in them to keep the car from buckling up on acceleration. If you hit these things real hard, it'll wind up the rear springs and pinch the door shut in the middle, and you can't get out of the car after a good hot run. So they put frame ties in them to tighten them up, and he's put the full cage in it. And he's got a lot of full power horsepower under this hood. And he tells me he's going to convert this to street use, which I think is going to be pretty neat. The car runs in the tens, low tens. Next ride, Bo Bohannon. What can we say about Bo? Let's talk about his car extent. That's more fun. 66 Nova. These things, I think the Nova was what, 62? Is that when they started these things? The Chevy 2, I think it started in 62. Originally equipped with a 4-cylinder engine. This car was not. It had a V8 in it from day one. But the Chevy 2 originally was supposed to be an economy car, and somebody figured out that they could put a V8 in them, and people would buy them. And this particular car has been nicely restored. There's no trailer around here anywhere with Bohannon name on the side because he drives it every place he goes. Here again, classic Kragers underneath the car. The underhood treatment is as you would expect. He's got a polished intake on the car. Everything under the hood is nicely detailed. It's got one of the neat 300 horse engines underneath there. Man, what a neat thing. And if you get looking close at the subtle touches, he's done the graphics and artwork and airbrushing really slick. And he's been a constant crowd pleaser and winner with this car. He's done well with it. Next ride in is Bill Fisher out of Sterling. Bill has been around a long, long time, and he's shown a lot of cars. The car he's got here today is 429 Ram Air engine and a 73 Mach 1. Now, have you noticed the new Mustangs look suspiciously like this car? Have you noticed that? Ford's catching on. And this particular 429 Ram Air combination is really rare. Next ride that we're going to walk down to is Bob Lawson's car. It's a 1965 Chevrolet El Camino. Now, the car is pretty much the way it left Chevrolet, to be honest with you, other than the fact that it's been meticulously stored from one end clear to the other. He hasn't added any speed equipment under the hood. He's done his homework. They detailed every piece. They took it apart. They painted everything, put it all back together. Again, it still sports the original 2-barrel carburetor on it. And it's just a nice driving car with power steering and all like that on it. But you'll see the car's been block sanded both sides, flat as can be. And of course, I got to tell him, here's the best of show winner. Next ride we're going to walk down to is from the Wasilewski collection. And he hails out of Shabbona, Illinois. Now, there's a story behind this 60 Plymouth. Seems that the Wasilewskis had a 60 Plymouth when they were originally married. It was not a convertible, but they did have a 60 Plymouth. They had to buy houses and raise children and pay for educations and do all those kind of things, and the Plymouth kind of went away. And years later, when they got a little better off financially and were able to put a few nickels and dimes in the bank, they purchased this car right here to try and recapture some of the enjoyment years of their youth. Now, they've had this car for several years. They've restored it once. This car has been on the Speedway, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. They've made a couple laps with the car. They've had it restored once, I believe, at Car's Body Shop down in Ottawa. And there's a lot of history. This car has appeared in Reminisce magazine, also on my name. Here today, Ottawa, Illinois, with a 1956 Ford Victoria. Now, Harry, better known as Beans, has had this car for a lot of years also. And what's rare about this car is the trim and the color combination. It is a Crown Victoria, which is a very expensive option in those days. It has the original wire wheel hubcaps with it. It's powered by a 312 cubic inch Interceptor V8. And the neat thing about 1956 was this car came from Ford with a 12-volt system in it. It would start when it was hot, too. Now, Beans has done a nice job with this particular automobile. He drives it everywhere he goes, and he's done several best stuff. The next ride we're going to come to is George 1930 Ford Model A Coupe. This car has been extensively rebuilt on a number of occasions. It has appeared on the ISCA Tour, International Show Car Association Tour. Now, the car is solid steel everywhere. There's no fiberglass on this car anyplace. The car is just as nice underneath as it is on top. And it sports a Kugel rear end underneath the back and a cross member underneath the front. And of course, 2-quart engine underneath the hood. George and Norma, I got to tell you a story about this guy. He's got a hoist at his house. And when he goes home tonight, he's going to put this car on the hoist, he's going to raise it up, and he's going to clean the bottom of the car. I'll guarantee you that he will. He's got a lazy boy recliner with wheels on it. He sits in his right recliner and slides underneath the car and cleans the car on the hoist. He does. He's got more than one of these cars, too. He has a couple of nice cars. Now, here's a car I'm not real familiar with. It's out of Yorkville for the White Collection, 1974 Ford 2W30 Oldsmobile. The car appears to be factory corrected every detail. I do know something about the numbers of these cars. There's a little over 1,000 of these cars manufactured with a 4-speed transmission in it. This car is meticulously done from one end to the other, and it does sport all the popular equipment. It has disc brakes right from Oldsmobile on the front with no power assist. Reason for that is it's got a hot enough camshaft in it that the vacuum booster, there's no vacuum at idle. You step on the power brakes at idle, nothing would happen because the camshaft kind of gets wild enough that, there's no vacuum there. Next car we're going to look at is the Cadillac convertible here. It's a 75. Now, this guy here will not win the long distance award. Right across the street behind everything. Didn't have to burn a lot of gas to get here. It's an unrestored automobile. It's what we call a survivor car. And we have a lot of fun with these guys saying, parking tickets. He's never going to get a parking ticket. He's got a docking permit for this car.
Holy cow, did you get that back?
Yes. Yes. Hey, out of DeWitt, Iowa, the Abbotts are here, and we're going to see more of them before it's all over with. This is her ride. Now, we're going to see another one of her rides at Lomar, also coming up here in a couple of weeks. This has got the Titan V10 engine underneath the hood. It's set on a lift kit. It's got a body lift on it. I can't tell. No, I think it's suspension lift only. And it's probably the only truck in the parking lot that you can polish the drive shaft without having to crawl under the truck. And you'll never win a Best Interior award with this unless you put a ladder next to it.
I need to know what you want to eat. Hi there.
57 Chevrolet. Nicely done under the hood. He has power brakes. He's got air conditioning in this car.
Oh yeah, they filled their little field here, their little field. I suppose you're getting ready to mow the yard.
And he's done his own work too. Look
Okay,
underneath
there's no
his
gas. I gotta
This
find
isn't
it.
unique. The guy wets it underneath
They
the hood.
must have put it all in.
A 1939 Cadillac is going to be our next car. It's from the Hamilton collection. This particular car is a survivor. It is. It's got a flathead TV in it. Originally sold for $1,400, which is a lot of money back then. This is a driven automobile. The guy drives it every place. And tell you what, it doesn't have power steering.
Oh, really?
When you see him, he's got a good pair of arms on it. Firebird, a rare car with a 2-quart engine underneath the hood. You got to admire a guy that shows a black car because the car is straight as an arrow, and he's going to be dusting it all day long. Man, you show a black car, you're going to be polishing all day. You can't get away with anything underneath black. Now, here's a ride out of Oldsmobile collection. And this Boss 302 was recently redone by Show and Go Performance down Streeter, Illinois. The history behind the Boss 302 is really slick. These cars were designed by Ford to run in the Trans Am series in 1970. The Boss 302 actually is a Windsor engine with Cleveland heads on top of it. Very unusual combination of engine parts that don't interchange with anything else that Ford makes. And they're very rare, very valuable, and very collectible. Now, that gives you a brief rundown of everything that's here on the Corvette back here. I know all these people are, believe me. They hail from Bloomington, I believe. Came a long way. Rockford, excuse me. It's a Z06. And the Z06, again, is a baseline at 400 horsepower. Yeah. And that's honest horsepower, too, I might add.
How you know all this stuff?
I don't know anything else.
Is that what it is?
I don't.
Hey, Eric Schwann's in here with a banana split the size of a bathtub, man. If he eats that thing, he's going to have an ice cream headache for a week.